Ladies and gentlemen, we are affecting that transition from the artificial intelligence that we call mood control to the live in command system. I think all systems are go. I'm raising the reflector shields, Victor. Let's see.
You got the shields on.
I got the shields on.
You just have no reflection.
Here we come. Good morning.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Let's get down on the good news train. Have your morning coffee with Mario every Monday. Get the 311 before the morning's done. Laugh until you cry. You can always rely on morning coffee with Mario every Monday. Morning coffee with Mario.
Hey, what's happening? What is happening? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Mario, the live AM reality talk experience. Because we always have trouble trying to determine exactly what we are since we keep morphing. But you know, that's the world. That's the world today. It's Monday, July 24th, 2018. I want to thank you for being here, and I'm checking right now because I have to check, ladies and gentlemen. I have to check, I'm telling you. I have to check because, see, I didn't start the Facebook, see?
Yeah, that's okay, man. That's all right. Facebook is starting you.
Where is it, see? Well, where is it? It's supposed to be, it says Baker Allen. We're getting it there. So everybody, we're checking up our system because this is what we have to do to make sure things are going live. It's the way things are these days. Because we're going to, let me tell you where we're going while I'm fixing this. I'm fixing it while I'm talking to you. Okay, we're going live to YouTube in high def. We're going live to YouTube in 360. We're going live to Facebook in high def. We're going live to Facebook in 360. We're going live to Twitch in 3 levels, Victor, mine, and Pack Stereo. We're going live to Twitter Periscope in 3s, Victor, mine, and Pack Stereo, and we are live. Welcome, everybody. All right, it looks like it's working, Vic, except your Facebook is acting funny.
Isn't that weird?
I could restart it.
Yeah, just look, you know what? Play some music, chill, relax, let the breeze, let it flow, man. I'm not worried about it. First of all, it's one of those days.
Is that what it is?
It's just one of those days, man. You got to keep it light. Keep it light. Don't worry about it. People see me on Facebook. A lot of times these banks, it's been there, done that, turn them off.
Well, I got it.
You got it?
Let's go. So there we go live.
See,
Victor's Facebook audience, welcome.
Yeah, see, I was over here looking. But see, I knew, because Mario said, I'm going to be checking.
I want you guys to appreciate how difficult it is for brothers streaming out of the ghetto on regular proprietary networks to get this stuff to work. So, Victor says no one cares that we work. Say, Victor always tells me, Victor says, no one cares about us, the hard work. No one cares, no one. But I think that our audience, I think that you guys are different. I think that you are motivated from the spirit, the true kind heart. If you were here watching Morning Coffee with Mario, first of all, you're already late for work. And you are a special, unique spirit. And so I think you do care because we're getting this stuff done. I see Miko in the chat room, and we're trying to bring it in a minute to Miko's Facebook too. So, it is what it is. I think you guys do care, but if you don't care, right, Victor?
Yeah. I love when you guys write me.
You guys don't care.
I love when they write me.
Right, Vic.
Yeah, write me.
Right, Vic.
I'm good for it.
Oh, man. All right. Well, let me tell you guys, first of all, it's hot as hell. We have a week of heat predicted in Los Angeles. It's supposed to be in the 90s today. I came out here and got this dinosaur of an air conditioning system that we have out here going and tried to get the studio down because the cameras and stuff, the phones keep overheating. So the 360 may not last. It overheats. The other social. We're doing. Nick, what are you doing with social media today?
I'm gonna do my standard. What I'm doing, I'm staggering. So you just know how I'm gonna do. I'm staggering a little bit. What I've learned is that you take it in segments, and then what I'm doing is trying to do segments like you do with Facebook. In other words, I get to certain segments, then boom, engage it right there because I know phones get hot. It's so little.
That shit ain't gonna work.
They gonna work.
They gonna work.
One way or why not, man?
It ain't gonna work.
Well, okay, let me just tell you, same old. Periscope, you covered them all. All I'm adding is Big O Live and Live.me, which I stagger because I get better results. I hate to say this, when you get to your 420. See, that's just the way it is, man. You gotta pay attention.
That's right. This show is 420 friendly, meaning that there's sometimes marijuana use. I don't know why they do it. You may see some marijuana. I've seen it. I've seen some marijuana use floating around here. There may be some people. And got to acknowledge the chat room already. Matt McAllister, Miko Williams, PMC just jumped in there. So we got the family from all over the country. All over the country. So Alexa, sing Good Morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
That's just for you. I want you guys to know that I've had really a crazy week last week. And for those of you who may have seen the postings that I did on Facebook, I went in to have endoscopy. And I guess I got that somewhere. Let me see if I can show you. So I went in to have endoscopy, which, for those of you who don't understand, that's when they look down your throat into your stomach, check your stomach, see if you have ulcer. I have been having, a lot of stomach issues. And I wanted to have, they were going to check me to make sure I didn't have an ulcer. Now, once you get to around 50 or so, I'm not sure what the latest recommendations were. I should look that up for you. But the recommendations are now for colonoscopy. So I've had that recently. And so I laughed kind of when I went in to get this done because I had the same gastroenterologist, Dr. Desai. He's wonderful. And I said, why you did the other ends and now you get to come in. So I'm here this morning to tell you to celebrate the wonderful joy of body cavity searches. Because I'm telling you, as you get older, you got to get used to this. Now the women out there, they've been used to this. Most of them, all of them essentially, most have had pelvic exams, which involves a vaginal exam where the doctor places a speculum, which is a tool to sort of open up the vagina so you can look in there and see. And tests are done and it's inspected and all those things. So women tend to be better at this. If only through the fact that they've had more experience of being violated. So for most of us guys, just getting a rectal exam has a bunch of anxiety. And some, it's whether you get a woman to do it, you get a male to do it. I remember sitting there at the banquet at Kaiser going, oh, there's the man who sticking his fingers up my ass. And I was thinking to myself, even back then, I wasn't sure which was more embarrassing. To have a man do my rectal exam or have a woman do my rectal exam. I don't know. Have you had to?
I don't know. Mine is easy.
Oh, yours is easy? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm sure, no tone, or what does it mean? I don't know. What does it mean?
That's not a hard choice for me. I have no problem with a female doctor just going, look, hey, got to take a look, got to check, keep you healthy.
Well, so that's just the beginning. So the women go through it, and because when they're sexually active, it's recommended to be done on a regular basis. You need to get it done once you get to a certain age, even though it's becoming less and less necessary because of the other tests. But colonoscopy is when they look up your butt past the rectum. Because, first you come the anus, then the rectum, then you go into the colon. There's a little anatomy for you. So if not sure, check it out a little later, but wash your hands. Now, so they go up in the colonoscopy and they look up in there. But the thing I will tell you, point I wanted to make this morning as I was explaining to you the joy of body cavity searches is that they have wonderful drugs. They have wonderful drugs. Those are good drugs and great sleep. They knocked me out. And see, what's a trip for me is that as an emergency physician who spent 30 years doing critical care, pediatric ICU, many of you know I ran the LA County ICU as faculty back in the day. So I use these drugs. I've used these drugs in kids of varying age, young people. Some of them are not really kids. When you get to be a 17-year-old, you're really not a kid at all. But I've used these drugs, and so receiving them is a trip because I'm looking to quantify when it hits. And Vic,
Yeah.
I can't. And part of it is because to some degree, some of them would have a mild degree of anesthesia, but supposedly not this. They gave me, you guys, 100 milligrams of Demerol and like 4 milligrams of Ativan. And not all at once. They kind of broke it up. I think it was 50 of Demerol, then 25, then 25, and then Ativan 2, then 1, then 1.
Okay.
Man, and I watched them push it. You know, because they had the IV started, you know.
Right.
So I'm watching them, and I'm trying to count it down, you know, because I'm a physician. I can evaluate the effects of these drugs with an analytical mind. And that shit, next thing I know, I was waking up. They were like, Dr. Hemsley, I thought I had brought the pictures out here. I guess I left them in the house. I was going to share the pictures of what it looks like to look down my throat.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll post it to Facebook. But I want you to know. You go in there, but the drugs are wonderful. When I think it was my colonoscopy was different drugs. Now the colonoscopy, I had propofol, Michael Jackson's sleep agent.
Right.
And I watched them they call it milk because it looks like milk. So I was watching it too, you know, because I'm trying to, you know, because I'm curious. I just never used propofol. We didn't do that kind of stuff in peds back then, but I was interested to receive it. And that was amazing drug too. I don't remember anything. So I've had 2 rotator cuff surgery, the colonoscopy. So the main thing I'm telling everybody, as your friend and as a physician, and as a medical marijuana user, relax about getting the procedures done. They have good drugs. You get good outcomes. It's great sleep. Some of the best sleep you're gonna get.
You know what? Let me say this. You may be joking about this, but wonder if just a slight campaign of, say, doctors like yourself go away. Let me share this with the general public as just a routine promotion as it relates to specific things that they do in their treatment where they say, here's an area where it's been lacking because of lack of information. How you put it makes it totally different than you walking in and somebody's going to go like this. Okay.
I have my unique
I'm
and
just saying.
unusual flair.
Right.
I
That's all
mean,
I'm saying.
for 30 years, I was always considered one of the doctors who did the most patient education because it was my rule to ask you 3 times if you had any questions.
Right.
And I many times where I was like, well, you should have some questions. Here's the question that you should have. So I was known for that. So I'm big. So and thanks, Vic, a lot to you for the encouragement, Victor Allen, to really encourage me with bringing these things forward. We recognize that me spending 30 years, having that academic background at LA County, LAC, USC Medical School, then going to Kaiser's, perhaps one of the first hospitals. I was a pediatric hospitalist. I mean, I took care of the inpatients, and for 20-some years, I had the all inpatient, the nursery, delivery room, and ER, all of that. So I did that for years. And so I was perhaps maybe the first pediatric hospitalist, one of the first that Kaiser ever had. And did it for 30 years till I retired this past June. So, you know, that was the idea of Vic, of sharing a lot of these things. Like, it's not like I want to share my personal business. I recognize that I am a public figure. Yes. Acceptance of my response. I know I have, because you know, I thought it was enough just to design the platform. No offense. I didn't know I was gonna have to do broadcasting.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, I thought I was like Vic. I was like, you Vic will tell you. I was like, hey, I made this thing. Aren't you guys gonna run with it? Crickets.
Cricket.
Hey, so anyway, I want to show you guys this video of me at the hospital, live from endoscopy. Hold on. Here it is. Okay. Let's go. Trying to play this off of Facebook. Here we go. I'm sorry, I had to make it full screen and